What's up, guys? Tanner here, and this episode is a special episode from the Routimize launch party. So tune in. You're going to love the value shared by this presenter. And don't forget, check out Routimize. Routimize is live now. So go to routimize.com, ROUTEMIZE.com, and you can get a 14-day free trial of this amazing software that helps your customers instant book with you, of course, with route optimization built in. So if you're tired of the back and forth, if you have a VA running your business from the office and they don't quite know your landscape of where you live versus where you're going to be, and scheduling is a nightmare, Routimize solves that problem and makes it easy. But enjoy this presentation from the Routimize launch party. Thanks again for listening to the Contractor Secrets Podcast.
I'm excited about our next speaker, Mr. Aiden Smith. Aiden, can you hear me?
What's going on, guys? We got some paint pros in the chat or what?
Dude, they've been hanging out all day, man.
What's popping and what's popping? Hey, man, I'm super excited that Tanner asked me to hop on here with you guys. I want to give some value, and that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I got a really cool presentation for you guys. I'm going to share with you some stuff we do internally. So like I'm going to, we're going into the vault. We're showing you everything we actually do in the business. And specifically, I want to focus on your funnel, okay? So in business, a lot of the things we do is based off a funnel, right? It's like you get a lead. What happens when that lead comes in? And you can strengthen that process. And, I'm sure you guys in the chat and that's been watching have been seeing guys closing 60%, doing all this revenue and just consistently year over year growing. And one of the main reasons for that is because they figured out the funnel, right? So it's extremely important that that's dialed in. And once it is, it's like a machine. It's rinse and repeat. All right. So I'm going to share a little bit about my funnel. And last week, I know there's bigger fish out there. I'm not really worried about it, but like we sold 50K, right, in a week, and we were closing at 60%, right? And the reason we're able to do that kind of stuff consistently is because we have a great funnel put into place. All right. So I want to, like I said, share some of our process, some of our sales stuff, some of our marketing stuff. And I want to first share my screen and show you real quick a landed job we had. So can everybody see my screen? If you guys don't mind just saying like yes in the chat or something.
Yeah, we can see it.
Sweet. Okay. So this job, and I know it's like, all right, another landed job. So this job, actually, I've never met the lady. I've never been to the property. I landed it over the phone, and it was from her initial call. 30 minutes later, she accepted and signed a $9,000 proposal. And most guys are like praying that they can land the job even the night of, right? Or a day after, we're able, because we have such a strong funnel, to land jobs without even having to go see the property, meet the people, right? And obviously this isn't like every single one, but a client saw our stuff and she was so sold already that she was like, you know what, Aiden, I know you're the right fit. Just tell me approximately what it'll be. And I'm like, it's the cute voice plus the process. That's what it is, man. It's the face too, the moneymaker. You know that. But no, like it was just, it's just one of those things, man. You're able to do really cool things when you have the right system set up, right? And I feel like systems is like an overly used word, right? But like technically every process in your in your business is a system, and you get to continuously refine it. And when we say, hey, I have the sales blueprint, it's like we have something that we refined time over time to make sure we get consistent results. And that is a system in a sense. So super proud of that. But kind of besides the point, right? As far as like getting to it. So Paint Pro coaching, Started about 3 years ago. I had my own painting business, and I ran it remote. I then moved to Florida, launched it here, and probably spent about 15 hours a week on that business, and it's just been going great. I've worked with over 300 painting contractors over the last few years. We have massive case studies. I'm going to share one with you guys today. I'm excited for Mr. Durant, the closer, later today, man. He's a superstar. He's our third most watched pod on Paint Your Path podcast. He was in the program, and he's just one of my good buddies. So excited for his growth, and just I'm here to support him, man. So let's roll. So this past week, I was in Montana. Painting business was still going. Still jobs were getting done. And I was hanging out with another one of my good buddies. His name is Josh Edwards with Edwards Painting Company. And we were able to pass the fishing test, right? Like after a week, we were able to still have the business running, still making money, while we were enjoying ourselves. And a lot of painters can't say they can do that, right? So the fact that we get to do cool shit like that, and we're shooting a music video, which you'll probably hear about if you follow me later down the line. But yeah, we get to do really cool shit. And that's what I love about our group. We're having an event later this year, and these guys are able to go to an event for a weekend, a long weekend, and enjoy all the things they're building, right? Getting their time back and kind of growing things. So it's just super exciting for me to kind of be the person to help these guys, and our coaches help these guys make that transition in their life. And I'm super proud of that. Like, take the money aside, man. If I can help you get your life back and help you reach your potential in that way, that matters to me, right? So Josh is an amazing person, number one, but he also has an amazing case study. When he first came to me, he was doing about $30,000 on the tools. He wasn't like stressed out, I'm not gonna lie, just type person he is, but he was like, I know we need to get things going. And he got on with us. He felt we were a good fit. He liked our vibe. And now he's almost cracking 2 million on pace with a fully built out team. And that other picture, it's actually his family that works with him. So it's just like an amazing story. And I got to meet them. They were like, oh my gosh, like Aiden. It was so cool, man. So we had the time, but I just wanted to share that case study, because like that's what's possible when like you put your ego aside and you go all in and say, I'm betting on myself, I'm open to change, and I'm ready to go. So I just wanted to share that. W's in the chat for Mr. Josh. Legend. But we're talking about funnels today. And like I said, I'm going to unveil what we do. I'm going to actually open up our drips so you guys can see kind of some of the things we're sending out. I'm going to show you some videos, which is really cool. So if you're in the car, sorry, probably won't be able to watch super closely, but at least you can get the idea. But yeah, your funnel probably sucks, right? Like when I talk to a lot of painting contractors and I kind of walk through like initial questions, hey, how do you get your leads? What does the process look like? How do you set yourself up for success on this sale? And it's like, they can't really explain anything to me. It's just like, no, well, I get a lead and I call them, I set the appointment, I go to the sale. And then if I win it, I win it. If not, I don't. And I'm like, man, do you see how that's a problem? Right? Like, you're not putting any friction in the process. You're not raising the standard. You're not, building, there's a lot of things that go into it. I'm going to break it down here. But I think this is one of the most important things to kind of get right, especially in the painting business, where we know that a lot of these people, they're not the best leads in the world, right? Depending on where they come from, what they're looking to get done when they reach out to you. And you have to take them through a systematic process to make sure when you show up, you have the best at bat possible, right? So my topic was winning before the sale. And that's kind of what I'm going to go into, and how we set ourselves up for success when we actually arrive. So let's talk about what a funnel is in general, right? So like a lead comes in through whatever channel that happens. And then a lot of times a lead form is like the most common one, right? So like, for example, Facebook is one we're going to highlight today. A lead form comes, then we pre-qualify them. Then we do a what to expect, which is like a pre-video, which I'll actually show you guys. And then we do the sale. So if you guys have a funnel and a systematic approach that you guys do in your business to make sure you're set up for success, drop a 1 in the chat. I want to see who's doing it the right way, who actually has a process set up, so we can gauge kind of where we're at. We got Durant, of course, Paint Pro, has no choice. Unless nobody's here, which I see 44 people in here, I need to see some 1s, man. There we go, Henry. Let's go. Another Paint Pro. Wall-to-wall painting Omaha. Shout out. Okay. So let's talk about people who don't, right? And that we're kind of that other person where like they just get a call, they set the time to go out there, and then everything happens when they actually show up. Drop a 2 if that's you. If you drop a 2 and we see that, I know that I'll be impactful today, right? We got Kevin, my guy. Come on. I know we got other people that need some help with their funnel. Love it. Come on, guys, wake up. Let's go. All right, cool. So the cool thing is there's now Routimize. It actually makes it easier to activate your funnel properly and have it work better, right? Because the funnel has to work. There's strengths, there's details. You can increase a funnel, right? And its ability. So like lead form comes in now, and then guess what? Routimize automatically books it right off our Facebook feed. So when people fill out that lead form, it's actually Routimize what they're filling out, and then they get scheduled on our booking calendar because you want to capture them as fast as possible. Before there was a delay. It was like, hey, you get back to them as soon as possible. If it's 6 o'clock at night and everybody's clocked out, you're not going to get them right away. With Routimize, they can book themselves, and then what we do now is we go in the back end and pre-qualify them. So when we see them, hey, booked for Thursday at 9 a.m. because that was an open slot, my admin will right away call and say, hey, saw that you booked. Just want to ask more questions and see kind of what you got going on. That allows us to make sure it's a 100% good fit. Keep them on. If not, we move them and we go from there. But like, at least we're capturing them, which is the most important thing. You got to capture them right away, because let's just say I was the client and I was filling out Routimize, and now I booked a time with a painting company. Not very likely that I'm going to look around more. Whereas if I filled out a lead form and it said, thank you so much, we'll be reaching out shortly, and I didn't hear anything within an hour, I might reach out to another painting company. So something to kind of think about, and I really would recommend it. We use in our own business. That's how we are taking advantage of it. From there, pre-qualify, what to expect, and then you sell. Right? So let's talk about the factors of the lead, because we said that the funnel can improve at each level, right? So lead factors: strength of source, ad copy, and intent, right? So for example, we all know Angie leads. If you're on here and you love them, I get it. You know, there are people that use it and get good results, but like generally speaking, there's a lot better ones out there. Let's be real. So if you have a Google lead though on the other side, now it's like, wow, that's really strong. They're probably seeing your reviews ahead of time. They're seeing your website. So when people say, hey, double down on the reviews, double down on your Google business profile build out, you know, make sure your SEO and your AI and whatever else they got going on is optimized. That's because they are the best leads possible, right? If you look at my data or most painting companies' data, if it's coming from website or Google, it's probably a high likelihood that they close those jobs, right? Then you got your ad copy. Specifically for Facebook, the good thing is you can test different copies out and see what works, see what doesn't. I've always found going like that higher end option, making yourself look like the top of the top value wise, is the best route to go. And then the intent would be just how much intent do they have? Like if they're coming through Angie, it's probably like 5 or 6 different painters that they're reaching out to. But if they're coming directly through the website or directly through Google, high intent. So now your top of funnel is very strong, right? It's like these little dashes kind of get tighter because that arrow, it's not going to fall outside of it, if that makes sense. Then you have your lead sources, which is going to be, like we talked about, Facebook, Google Local Service Ads, pay-per lead. And just to let you guys know, if you're not doing Google Local Service Ads, you're out of your mind. That should be like on all the time, max budget, crank it up. That should be 100% all the time. Facebook ads. Then when we're looking at specifically, I'm going to highlight Facebook ads for this kind of demo and funnel, but you can have different funnels for different lead sources. You're looking at the creative strength, right? I always tell people you want to make sure that you know who your target client is and then what resonates with them. So, you know, if in your area you have a lot of peeling wood and you have a lot of deteriorating surfaces because the environment or whatever, you need to sell to that because a lot of people are dealing with that. Or if you're trying to go after, you know, 2-story exteriors and Victorian houses or whatever the case may be, shoot ads in front of that. That's going to resonate with the person on the other side. And now your creative strength is really high and you're going to get a lot better results, if that makes sense. Then you got your ad copy. We talked about that again. And your targeting is going to be, if you're good at running ads and you know Facebook a little bit, you can kind of dial things in. I think Facebook just got really, really good lately to where you don't even need much targeting, but you can go after higher income zip codes. You can go after a little bit older people, right, that have some money. You're not going to target someone that's a 20-year-old. A lot of times they can't afford your services, is what it is, right? Is this all making sense? Drop a one if we're cooking so far. I'm like saying it like you should just know this. I hope I'm okay. Cool. Okay. And then your lead form, when you go into your lead form, you got to figure out, okay, how much friction is there in my lead form, right? Like, am I asking too many questions and now people aren't getting to the finish line because they're kind of like, I'm over this, right? Like, why are you asking me, if I have the deed to my house? I don't know. There's a bunch of different questions you can have. But a lead form will also help you figure out if they're a general fit, right? Like on Routimize, one of the things we have is a question that we ask ahead of time. And if they say they're the homeowner and that they live in the home and that they're looking to do the whole house or a few bedrooms, it's worth it for us. Now they're a general fit. So you can insta book on my schedule because you fit a certain parameter, right? Like you're up here, you're pre-qualified, so you're still in. You didn't get to the bottom, but you're still within the range of our criteria. And then that lead form also is going to import to your CRM. We use Drip Jobs, and that's going to be your speed to lead and your automations, right? So like right away, they need to get a text or something or a confirmation, and that'll allow you to speed to lead, get to them as fast as possible, which is super important. And then just some general things for our pre-qualification. The lead form is the general fit. Your pre-qual is going to be your tie down. Okay, it's worth it for me to come out there and actually give you an estimate. So are you the homeowner? We do a minimum of a $2,000 job size, right? If you're doing $1,000, $750 jobs all day and night, number one, you're going to run into a lot of headaches. And number two, probably not worth it. You should raise your average job size, to be honest. Are they an actual fit? And also one of the things we do in our pre-qualification is make sure that the decision makers are there. And a lot of people get weird about it. They're like, well, I don't want to ask if the wife or the husband's there. Like, the thing is, it's going to help you sell a lot more, right? Like if I have both people there, there's a very, very good chance that I'm going to be walking out the door with a check. It's just the reality of it. But if I have one there, now it's the hardest thing to get over. Well, my husband's not here right now, and he's the one that makes decisions. Like, shit, man, that'll get you a lot of times, right? More than I'd like to admit. And there's a way to word this, right? Hey, is there anybody else that would be involved in the project that may want to be there? We're going to cover a lot of things. All right, cool. Now you got that other person there. And if they say no, hey, reschedule, or it is what it is. Sometimes you can't get everybody. But if you're taking them through this process, at least you have a way better chance to now get them to convert into a sale, to get to that 50, 60% closing ratio, which we're all trying to do, because if we can be more efficient with the business, we can work less hours. We can know that our guys are booked out longer. We can have confidence in reinvesting and whatnot. So if you get the sale and the funnel properly built out and you start rinsing and repeating, now your business, you have clarity. It's easier to grow, right? You start to not question making marketing decisions because you got the funnel so figured out. So it gets fun at that point. And then we do a what to expect video, which I will actually show you guys. But that is like clear next steps. One of the cool things about what we do is we're always looking to try and tell the customer what is next, right? So they know, okay, cool. Like in sales, you want to say, hey, here's my process. Here's what we're going to do today. Does that sound okay to you? Cool. Yeah. Now you're in charge. Now you're the authority. You've done this so many times, right? And it's like, all right, I trust this guy a little bit more because he knows what he's doing, right? Always setting that clear next steps. You also see the company face or the person that's coming out, right? You see what to expect. And psychologically, when you see somebody multiple times before they come out to sell, now you feel like you know them, right? You've seen them 2 or 3 times. You're more comfortable with them. You get there. It's a little bit easier of a transaction. Like think about all the creators out there, like people that, take content really, really seriously. Like if you were to talk to them in person, you'd be like, dang, I feel like I know you already, right? That's the idea. When you hire a marketer and they say, hey, I'm going to make you the celebrity in your area, like that's a really good thing. Probably the highest leverage thing you can do, because now your marketing goes down, right? As far as the spend needed. Now you're selling out the wazoo because people are just so used to you and already sold before you got there. That's how you're able to get people to sign $9,000 contracts without you actually meeting them or showing up. It also sets the standard as well. Like you'll see in our what to expect video, it is very intentional with like, hey, we want to make this project look crazy. Like I want the prep to be so visually pleasing that like you can't miss it. I want it to be a color change. I want everybody to wear uniform. You guys should plan this out. Everybody should be hiring a professional photographer or videographer, going out there and planning a full day or two just to make sure they have this video set in stone. I think like the OG one that we see and we show in our, before I got mine at least, in our coaching was Brad Ellison's. It was like, hey, when we get there, I'm going to shake your hand, but I'm really giving you a hug because you're my friend. Like it was like funny, but it was also like, oh snap. Like when I get there, I'm probably going to talk about that with him. And like, it just gave you that closure. Like I'm working with a professional and I'm working with someone who has been around the block. You know, there's no pressure. It's just like, here's what we do. It just helps that process so much more. So everybody, if you don't take anything away from what I'm talking about today, make that video. Write that down. If you're going to make that video, drop a 1, actually. I want a tie down commitment right here. I'm going to teach you some sales right now. Drop a 1 right now. If you're going to make that video. Let's go. Huge. Let's go. Then you got the sale, right? Just like loosely, you want intentional rapport, intentional questions. I'm not worried about your dog, not worried about your favorite football team. I'm worried how long have you been at the house? I'm worried about what's the actual story behind why I'm here right now. What are you looking for? That's what I'm looking for, right? When it comes to rapport. People think like rapport is being a friend. Sales isn't being a friend. If they like you, cherry on top, but it's one of those things that you're here to help them, right? Tailored proposal. Goes without saying, close on the spot, potential incentive. So this is technically part of that funnel because we are doing these things like every single time to make sure we're going through that same process, no matter where the lead comes from. But like you have to have the estimate on the spot, right? If you're not dialed in with your estimating or have a sales process that allows you to do that, you got to fix that. And then the potential incentive is like you can, say, hey, ahead of time, just let you know if you guys sign today or the day of the appointment, we do help you guys out with the same day signing discount. That is a part of this funnel, right? It doesn't matter where the lead comes from. If you can have that in the back pocket, it makes it that much easier to now close deals, right? So like that Angie lead that wasn't super, ready to go and he has 4 other guys, you have a discount waiting for him right in front of him. Use that tool to your advantage. It'll close much more deals. I'd rather know for sure and give a discount than have him go through 3 other quotes and now I'm like in the air. Hey, get back to me whenever you have a chance. Hell no. Let's get them right then and there. So I'm not going to go into this yet, but we are having an event. So I want to show you a couple videos. Okay, so let's do the what to expect video first. And then did you guys hear that? Or should I reshare with sound?
Reshare with sound. I didn't hear anything.
Okay, cool. We reshare with sound. Okay, so here's the video. And this goes out here. I'll actually show you the drip sequence. So this goes out estimate scheduled. So what to expect video. It's one of these guys. So as soon as they book, it says, thank you so much for booking with us. Smith & Co. Painting. Please watch this 2-minute video to make sure you know exactly what to expect when we meet you. When you hire Smith & Co. Painting, you're getting more than just a paint job. You're getting quality, transparency, and total peace of mind. From the initial inspection to the color consultation, all the way through project completion, our goal is simple. Make your experience smooth, stress-free, and professional. Our clients appreciate that our pricing is built on a detailed inspection, not just guesswork, so they know exactly what they're paying for. They also love that we back every single project with an industry-leading warranty and can provide real testimonials from satisfied homeowners. If you want your project done right, call a painting pro, call Smith & Co. Painting. When you hire Smith & Co. Painting, you're getting more than just a paint job. You're getting quality. Is that fire? Drop a fire emoji if that was fire. That helps you sell so many more jobs, right? Like if you see that for one company and the other company, you just like see him when he arrives. It's like one of those things. It's night and day, guys. So this is a part of our blueprint and the system, right? And it's like, well, system this, system that. That is a part of the system, I actually got more videos though, so lock in, guys. I'm going to show you everything because I love it. Okay, So we have another one, which is like, we actually double it as a website video, but we also send it out as well. And it's a why we started, or like about us, right? It's more of an emotional feel. It's more of like, hey, you might see another contractor do this, but here's what we're about. And it's like, we shot a couple. So when you make that video, you can get a few variations. So this is another one to inspire you guys.
I started Smith & Co. Painting for really one reason: to protect homeowners from low standard painters. We've all heard the horror stories. Contractors that come to your house, give you a price that's too good to be true, never explain their processes, and disappear once the job's finished. When you trust Smith & Co. Painting, we put our name on the line because we know we'll deliver. And don't just take my word for it. We have a 5-star track record. And unlike the big franchises out there where you're just a number on a spreadsheet, we treat every single project like we were painting our own home. So if you're in the greater Orlando area and you have an interior-exterior painting project that you need done, reach out to our team, call us at Smith & Co. Painting, and be our next happy client. I started Smith.
That's crazy. You guys are going to have this in the vault, right? That Tanner's going to put out so you guys can rewatch this. Literally steal it word for word, bar for bar. I want you to send it to me. Be like, yo, Aiden, I made the video. I'm like, let's go. It's going to help you send so many jobs. Who wants to see more videos that I got? Different processes though, right? Different parts of the funnel. So that was the after the fact, right? When they book, but we also have one for the ad copy, right? So I always believed in, you have to put forward content that's going to attract the person that you're looking to sell to, right? I mean, as simple as that sounds, most people don't do it. It's like they're afraid to get in front of the camera, or they put out generic kind of painting videos that aren't even like looking that good. And then they wonder why they can't sell or close deals. And it's like, bruh, I wish every other company wasn't doing what I'm doing, because that would make it easier for me. I got to be quick though. So I'm going to show you these last two and then we'll get rolling. All right. So let's do this guy.
If your house doesn't feel like your dream home, it might be because of the color. If your house is something you look at every single day, you shouldn't settle for something you don't like. If you're a homeowner in the greater Orlando area looking for the best possible experience from start to finish, that's what we're here for at Smith & Co. Painting. We bring your vision to life. We specialize in full interior and full exterior repaint. Reach out today, click the link below, and schedule your free house painting quote. If your house doesn't feel like your...
Guys, come on, drop some fire emojis. I got one more. Let's go. Come on. Yo, it's funny. I'm probably more of a creator than I am a painting business owner, just being real. I always wanted to be an actor growing up. So this is like my, vessel to do that, right? I'm painting the path right now for my acting career. And I'm going to be in a music video, guys, coming soon. We're going to drop that. It's going to be so cool. All right, we got one more. I think I got like a second left. This is another. So this one actually is really cool, because once you identify who you're selling to, right? So we have a lot of stucco cracks, a lot of people that go through like bad builds where the stucco just crumbles, and they actually get settlement checks. So I know that about my market. And they can get like 20K, and if I'm going to charge them 12K, they got 8K to play with. Sometimes to do the interior. Let me show you the video.
If you own a home in the Orlando area, it's only a matter of time before you're dealing with cracked stucco, faded paint, and mold and mildew all over the exterior of your home. And if that's you, it's only a matter of time before you have bigger problems and you're forking out $20,000, $30,000 replacing your entire stucco. And here at Smith & Co. Painting, not only do we take care of all the stucco repairs in a seamless way, but we prevent any mold, mildew, or moisture from getting in your home, causing problems down the line. So if you're looking for a house painting company to protect your biggest investment with over 100 5-star reviews, click the link below and schedule a free estimate with our...
Come on, guys. And hey, guys, I know I'm at time. We have an event coming up September 17th to 19th. Tanner Mullen, the great Tanner Mullen, is going to headline it. We're going to be creating a blueprint and a roadmap and a business plan for your 2027. So if you want to go, connect with me, Paint Pro Coaching on Instagram, send me a DM, or go to roadmap.com or roadmap.paintprocoaching.com. You'll get $250 off with code ActionTaker, only for people at this event. Take advantage, guys. Let's go.